what about my day? My day was like I was saying, it was pretty rough,
Right.
but it was a blessed day. Right now we're having this project that it's been a roller coaster. Not gonna lie.
For real.
Rainy days, like I don't know if you guys are here from Utah, you will know where Draper is. So I'm
Right.
working right where Draper and Lehigh division. And when you're going down the hill, it's blizzarding, snowing, raining, and in the freeway it's already sunny. So I don't know. It's just a headache for all of us.
Yeah. I mean, it's been just like it's Utah in general. It's so confusing the weather and everything. But let's get started with I'm just gonna talk about guys. Follow us on Instagram and follow us on Facebook and give us a subscribe, give us a like so that it can go up in the algorithm and everything like that. So please. But let's get into the topic today. Let's get into what the news is talking about today. So,
Dude, it's crazy.
Let's start with Roe versus Wade being overturned. You know, all that's been hitting on the news, and it's been crazy, dude. Like, I've been reading articles on it, and it's just been so crazy. Obviously, it's so controversial because of different political parties are believing different things.
Of course, yes.
So yeah, I want to start off with what is Roe versus versus Wade. So Roe versus Wade, based on my research, don't worry, we're gonna get to the spiritual part, but just kind of want to explain what's going on now for people that don't know what's really going on. So Roe versus Wade was really just based on my research. It was just something that the Supreme Court voted in to make it legal for abortions to happen.
Yes.
And usually from weeks 22 to 25 is what I found. Most of my information comes from Wall Street Journal. That's what most of it comes from. So yeah, but I don't know.
Yeah. So if you think man is lying, it's not his fault.
I'm not lying. I got Wall Street Journal. I don't know if you guys even care about that Wall Street Journal, but anyway,
I do care about that. Yeah.
All right. So yeah, I mean that's just crazy. But what's been happening is that it's been leaked. It was leaked that the Supreme Court has been wanting to overturn, and it's most likely going to happen that it's going to be overturned. The Roe versus Wade is going to be overturned, and what's going to happen if it does overturn is that it will be by state kind of thing. So every state would just make their own decisions on.
So pretty much it'd be spreading slowly according to what the state wants.
So what's based on what I've read it is so like whatever the state wants. Right now, if it does get overturned, each state would decide what to do with the abortion laws. So it just depends.
I'm assuming this is gonna be another liberals against conservatives. How's it called? I forgot. Yeah, Democrats against Republicans again.
Yeah.
So this is good. I mean, right now they're looking forward to it. But we both know that it's going to take years for this to solve.
Yeah, it's going to be I mean, we're always going to be in a separate decisions between us. We're going to be the separate decisions of what we believe. And especially it's going to be very different with people like us, you and me, that are Christians. And I bet you believe that, we don't believe in abortion. We believe that a life is a life, that we shouldn't murder babies in the womb. You know what I mean? It's just like...
You just ignore me? I'm just kidding. Bro. You already know. So, as Christians, it's not like, oh my gosh, you guys are so mean. It's like, no, it's not that. Like, our beliefs are our beliefs. And even though if you might have your beliefs and we can still get along, we can be really good friends.
Right.
Because, dude, I know this is apart from this topic, but I've seen a lot of people, dude. Oh my gosh, just because he's Democrat, just because she's Republican, he is Republican, I'm not going to talk to them. It's like, we are still people, we just have different opinions.
Yeah, we just have different opinions on what, the thing, but... Yeah, so for it's caused an uproar though. It's caused people to say things like, this is the beginning for another thing they're saying right now is that this is the beginning of it's first this, now it's LGBT or the ABC group community, that it's going to be like lost, or rights are going to be lost, and then they're even adding on to like interracial things.
Wow.
You know what I mean? Like they're saying like, well, next is like, oh, interracial marriages are going to be gone, and I'm like,
So pretty much what's going on is that they think that, well, they're mixing things up. I
Right.
mean, at least for me, that I'm a Christian, guys, I look at this way: what is right, and what is wrong. Jesus never said, and the Lord never said, "Oh, black and white people can't get married."
right.
It's just not like that,
Yeah, and it's getting like, it's so crazy what they like are thinking, because like it's just getting a little bit like ridiculous about, in the sense that since they think that, oh, now this is happening, now this is what's gonna happen next, and this is what's gonna happen next, and they're also I don't know if you know what contraception. I can't say it. Contraception.
Oh, contraception.
Yeah.
Contraception. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like birth control and things like that.
Uh-huh.
Contraception, and they're like, oh well, it's gonna go against contraception. It's gonna be like, that's gonna be next. They're gonna take that away, birth control, but like,
I mean, thanks to birth control, we have like birth more controlled. Like the words say it. So
yeah, and they're saying like things like that, and where I don't think, because I saw this one article where it says like it could, but it doesn't necessarily say it will. But that's just based on my research that I saw on what I was reading on some articles on it. But I mean, a lot of it is just like, double standards, where they say, well, like most people, they did a poll, and most Americans say like, oh dang, maybe we shouldn't be killing babies at after 22 weeks. They were saying like after 15 weeks, for 12 weeks, and you see like a little picture. I have a person close to me that's pregnant, and like I can see like, she's like, oh yeah, it's only this big, but you can already see it's like a human. It has 10 toes, and I mean, it has 10 fingers already.
Here's the thing though, a lot of people don't get this, but life, it's created in the moment of conception.
Yeah, right. Well, biologically, yeah. I mean,
of course.
If we look at it biologically, I mean, we are biologically, they're human already. Like they already have the same stuff as us.
Of course.
And they say, well, when does life begin? And then people say like, oh, when they have consciousness. But like, have you seen a baby like that's barely born? Mm-hmm. They barely look like they're like kind of conscious. Yes. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if you like seen a baby, they look.
Well, my mama said that I was a pretty awake kid when I was born. She's like, you were with your eyes wide open already, and I'm like, I knew what was going on. I already knew.
I was going places. I was
like, I want to go home right now. I'm hungry.
So yeah, I mean, and then they say, oh, well, it's consciousness, but like, and there's even people that have said like up to birth, and so I'm like, wow, that's like super scary. Like that's super late to like have an abortion, late until like before 9 months. Imagine that's basically a baby.
Okay,
already.
This is a video that I share on my Facebook profile. If you guys follow me, you will see. If you guys add me as a friend, you might see that video and a lot of memes, because I share so many good memes.
Right.
But anyways, this is what it says. This is this doctor that now he's against abortion, but back in the days he used to be ones that like will do abortions.
Right.
And he was explaining the process of an abortion.
Right.
And he was saying that a lot of times when you were tearing apart that baby, because you could see the baby's face.
Yeah.
I mean,
and you're just like pulling, like what they do is just pull the head out. And
yes.
And I know there's like a whole debate and a whole thing where like, oh, it's a woman's choice, but like there's a life in there, and what is about that person's choice?
Here's the thing, yeah, because they say my body, my decisions, but like what it's in there is not your body, girl. Yeah. I'm sorry, but it's not.
Right.
That's a human being already.
And this might be controversial and things like that, but it's because as Christians, we believe this, and we believe that it's a human being, that they are created by God, and they are created by the image of God in that stomach, like in the belly.
They have a purpose already.
Yeah, and they have a purpose. God called them before they've even born.
Yes, you are not supposed to ruin someone's purpose because of your selfishness, because of what people will think, because of your mistakes, your decisions. Because sadly nowadays, decisions, it's everything. Decisions gonna take you places, either good or bad.
Right.
And like we were talking about the last podcast, like there is heaven, there is hell.
Right.
You will choose. Your decisions will decide where you're going.
Exactly. And so one more like little tip, and it's just like this is the first topic. Actually, this is the first podcast. I forgot to tell you guys. This is the first podcast where we have two topics in one. But just the last thing I want to tell you guys about as Christians, obviously, we have to, we believe that there's a baby in the womb, but also there should be like there's obviously the option to like for the baby if they don't want it, for them to adopt it, to give it away for the adoption.
Yes, yes.
And as
There's
Christian,
a lot of people willing to adopt.
yeah, there's a lot of people willing to adopt. But last thing, like I said in the beginning about being trigger or about being states choosing their own, and so there's states that already beforehand they already chose like abortion is illegal.
Yes.
And our state is actually one of them. Utah is one of them.
Of course.
It's called the trigger states, and there's a whole list of them. But yeah, I mean that's what will happen if this law gets overturned. But back to us as Christians, we should be helping out those people that are in need, people that like, that maybe they don't want the baby, maybe they don't want the kid or whatever. It is shown statistically that Christians are the ones who adopt the most.
Yes.
They adopt the most and they help out more. But we should be helping out maybe these kids that are rejected, these kids that, are left fatherless. I have a Bible verse here, actually. It says, Exodus 22, chapter 22, verse 22 to 24. It says, you shall not mistreat any widow or fatherless child. If you mistreat them, they cry out to me, and I will surely hear their cry, and my wrath will burn, and I will kill you, and sword, and your wives shall become widows, and your wives fathers. So God protects the fatherless and protects the child, the fatherless, and the child that has been rejected.
Of course.
And as Christians, we should be helping out each one of them. We should helping out those children that are in need. Also, as Christians, we should be adopting. If we can adopt, we should adopt these kids.
Yes, I truly believe that
there's many kids that have been,
of course,
that been rejected.
And I truly believe that adoption is like it's another blessing,
Right.
And going through this a little bit, just like over the water, There is, at least in my country, there is this controversy if gay couples should adopt kids and all this and that.
In your country, okay.
And I don't know. I don't know about here. I think here it's legal. I'm not sure yet. But what I truly believe in that aspect is that is the right of the kid to have what was taken from him from his birth, which is a mom and a dad.
Right.
So sadly, I just have to say it because it came to my mind. And kids can be adopted. They're gonna get great homes, and I truly believe that it's like you were saying, given that stat, like most of the kids are adopted by Christian families, and you can see all these movies about Christian families with adopted kids, and which is pretty much a blessing.
Yeah, and so it's even statistically that the statistically that Christians adopt more kids and more than even the people like that are outside, what I mean? And as Christians, we should be also aware of that, to adopt these kids, be there to help out, be there to speak out about these problems about murdering these children, murdering, unborn child. You know what I mean? It's just sad and it's saddening, and I can almost compare it to what was in the Bible, where Molech would sacrifice their babies towards them.
Yes.
And because most of these babies, I say this because of the adoption thing, because most of these babies are not because of rape, not because of incest, but because of they don't want the baby. You know what I mean? They want to still live their lives. They still want to do these things, and we should be there to help them out. I mean, but if if it does go through, maybe a lot of people would have to go towards adoption, and as Christians, we should be helping out there. We should be there helping out and be like, hey, we're here to help you out. If you can. I mean, that's why there's certain people that can and can't, but as Christians, we'd be helping out there, standing up against this heinous thing that even in the Old Testament they did it in a sense a different way, where they would give their babies to their gods. You know what I mean? They would give it, and then nowadays it just kind of flipped. You know, or their god is just themselves. You know, like, oh, I don't want this. I just want to live my life. I'm not ready. I'm not this. I'm not. You know, and they're like, oh, I don't have enough money. Like, back then they would just murder. They would do it for their idols. They would burn them, and now it's just like, oh, we're killing our babies because of ourselves. You know what I mean? It's just very sad.
And like we were saying, most of these abortions, like you can see maybe on the thumbnail, you'll see a guy with a T-shirt that says "I stand with Planned Parenthood," and you might be saying, "Oh, but what if this girl got raped or this and this?" Mm-hmm. That's why there is abortion. You know, like you guys think that abortion is the only way out when there is adopting kids, and if you're not good planning parenthood, you can go to Planned Parenthoods. And for those that were raped, I'm really sorry for you. And let me tell you, I completely understand how you feel. Right. Because I was a victim too. So I know how you feel. Like, I didn't have a baby because, of course, I'm a dude. Okay. But like I know the way you feel. And I know that you feel disgusted about yourself. But that's why there's adoption. Right. Not abortion. There's adoption because of that.
Right. So yeah, sad note, but let's transition to the next topic, which is Elon Musk.
My uncle. Yeah, he's my uncle.
Your uncle Elon Musk.
Yeah, we look alike. Yeah. He went to Guatemala and back in the day.
Back in the day, he would go to Guatemala, but he made it big, so he forgot about it.
Yeah. So, oh wow. No, yeah. He bought Twitter, dude. Oh my gosh.
Oh my! How much was it?
It was $44 billion. Like, each share it's going for $54. Each share.
$54.
$54. And I'm like, that is crazy. And he have these big plans with Twitter right now. Like, I was like doing my research on this because, you know, it's a big topic. There's a lot of fake news. There is like, oh my gosh, he did it because this and this and this and blah, blah, blah. They even freaking put Johnny Depp's case into this, and I'm like, it doesn't even make sense why we would waste $44 billion on this or whatever. And all these memes that have been going, they're crazy. They're like, you can get banned from Twitter if you own Twitter, and I'm like,
I saw this one meme where he was saying like this guy was like on TikTok, and he's like wait, what's his name? Oh yeah, Elon Musk. He's like, Elon Musk paid $40 billion for one app. He's like, but I get it for free. And then it just showed like him just going like downloading freaking Twitter. I'm like, oh my gosh, bro, that's so true. But what is his plans on the?
Okay, so he wants to like make the app with purposes. You know, free speech is one of them, and you all know what that means, right? We're going to preach the gospel. We are going to preach the gospel on Twitter now.
Heck yeah, bro. We gotta preach that gospel on Twitter and put Jesus stuff in there.
Of course. We're gonna put Jesus pictures with no face because we don't know how Jesus looks like.
Of course, it's just white.
Yeah.
Because he's so bright.
Yeah. That's why. I'm like, he's white? I mean, I don't know. He was probably white. Where he was born, it was a place of white people. So yeah, he was probably white.
No, he was born in the Middle East.
He was brown.
But and then so what is so it's just free speech? That's what he's trying to add.
Let me read my notes because okay. So he's gonna do a free speech, and this is something that we all love. An edit button. He's gonna put you so you can edit your stuff. Because I mean,
edit yourself.
Yeah, edit. Well, your tweets.
Oh, okay. So like once you put it out, you can change it.
You can change it now. Which is a sword of two. ¿Cómo se dice? Of two de dos filos.
A sword of two, double-edged sword. A double-edged.
Yes. Right. Why? Because I mean, it has happened to me before. There is these jokesters on Facebook, and they edit stuff after you. A lot of people share it, and now you're ashamed for what you share and everything. And you're like, wait a second, I didn't share this. Like, why are you telling me this?
Right, and it's just like retweets and stuff like that.
So pretty much, we all gotta be careful with what we put and all that. So yeah, something else that what he want to put is like algorithm.
He wants to put an algorithm?
Yeah, so there is not much spam bots, you know, because there is like in political parties we can see this like a lot.
Right.
It's like all Republican against Democrats, Democrats against Republicans, spam bots. There you go. Talk trash on them. talk trash on them.
Oh, okay.
So there is gonna be more algorithms. So like the safety net that you are a human. So like double check that you are a human pretty much, and that you are managing your own account.
Oh, okay.
Which I think it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Like I was saying about the political parties, there is a lot of stuff going on about that because like like controversies of why he's doing this. Oh my gosh, what is going to happen next? They're putting the space like his different projects into this, and I'm like, he wants like I don't know if you're a big fan of Elon Musk.
Well, kinda. I don't know. He's all right. I don't know. He's just a rich guy.
I really he's a rich guy. He's cool.
For me,
I like him, even though I don't like Teslas.
You don't like Teslas?
I don't like Teslas.
Why not?
I don't know. I don't.
Do you like what, the Mach-E more?
No, here's the thing, dude.
The Mustang?
Well, I love American muscle, so yeah. Don't own American muscle, please. Let us drive. No, that's the thing. Like, I prefer to drive. Like I want to have the control of the vehicle, not the vehicle having control of me.
So like manual. You like manual stuff.
I love manual stuff. It can be automatic, but like me stepping on the gas.
It has too much
me stepping on the gas.
Oh, okay.
And if I screw it, my bad. But what if the cars get like a virus or something?
Yeah,
they go crazy.
They go crazy,
dude. There's a lot of movies why this shouldn't happen. Sorry, Elon. I still love you, Uncle. So.
Hey, Uncle. Anyway, guys. So those who guys are watching, please leave a comment. Please give this a share. We really like. We're really grateful for those of you guys are watching us on YouTube, Facebook. We're really excited to have you guys here, excited to have you guys watching us this topic, and having to talk to you guys about these certain things and these certain news, bringing out this content, this podcast, but we really just hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that share, hit that like also on Facebook, give us a comment. We'll look through your comments. But anyway, back to Elon Musk on Twitter. So how much? It was $40 billion.
$40 billion. And
but why was people getting mad at it? Do you know?
Well, Elon Musk, like at least for what I've seen, he's a pretty honest person.
Right.
He is like devoted to his work.
Right.
And for me, the people that is getting mad at him is because they're hiding something.
Right.
I'm like, oh my gosh, so now everything he's going to be able to see it, which is dumb because he won't be able to look at 3 billion tweets a day,
Right. Yeah, it's just too much.
Yeah.
But will there be like more freedom to like watch things, more freedom? I
yes.
mean, more freedom not to watch things, but more freedom to say things? That's that why?
There is, of course, free speech, like I was saying. You also will have the chances of having less ads. So he will,
less ads?
Yeah, so you won't have pretty much he will get rid of the ads on Twitter. And those political parties or political figures will have to be paying for their accounts.
Oh, really? Like,
yes.
Because the bigger accounts will have to be paying.
Yeah, you'll have to be like,
so
I don't know if I'll have to be paying because I'm pretty famous because I got 23 followers.
Dang, sheesh, you got that 23 followers. Let's go.
You already know, bro.
You need that dab up.
No, so like those big. I was reading on my research, which is the New Yorker. It's not Wall Street News. It's the New Yorker.
Yeah, whatever.
Is my source. So he says that political parties' accounts will have to be paid. Like so.
So like Republican Party.
Let's say I'm a Republican representative.
Oh,
let's say
like
I'm running for president. I'm running for whatever. I'm running for a place in the state, right? Whatever.
Right.
I'll have to be paying for my account.
Because you're just so famous and you're like a political party. For
Yes,
example,
of
like
course.
Donald Trump would have to. Oh, he's banned, but if he were still on there, I don't know if he's on banning.
I don't know if he's banned. I don't know. Like, I go to Twitter just because of soccer.
Oh, okay, you look at Twitter for soccer.
Yeah, for soccer, pretty much.
Oh, okay.
Because it's pretty big the campaigns that they do on soccer with their Real Madrid and Barcelona. So that's pretty much what I can tell you. But yes, like I was saying, a lot of people it's getting mad at him because they like the employees. They don't know what's gonna happen with them.
Right.
Because this, I remember I read something about this on Facebook. Because it started a couple of weeks ago, you know.
Right.
And when you sent me that topic, I was like, he did it already, because it just started a couple of weeks ago,
Yeah,
and he
and-
already
Dude, I mean, that guy is so rich, he can afford a whole app. Does he own like 100%? Or I heard he only owned like 80%. Or 80.
he doesn't own the 100%. That's why he have shares, you know.
Oh, okay. So
So-
he owns what, 90?
I'm not sure.
What was it, like
I'm not
85?
sure, because I was watching some videos of CNN and all those guys that really know a lot about it, and these guys were really like, how's it called? Excuse me, guys, talking bad about him, and I'm like, I don't like you guys. Like, I mean, just give the news. Don't give your opinion. You're here to give the news.
Right.
So yeah.
So they're just like afraid that people will be saying things like openly and things like that. And
Yes,
like, whatever
yes,
they
and I
want.
mean, like I'm saying, we have freedom of speech. It's in the First Amendment. It's freedom of speech.
Right.
Why can't we have it on social media? Why can't we preach what we believe on social media?
Yeah, what can
we
people say?
know that we can have a lot of religions, a lot of even because
Ideas.
yes, a lot of beliefs and weird things on Twitter. Because I don't know if you know this, but like sexual content is not banned from Twitter.
It's not.
It's not. I don't know if he's gonna change that, because I think Twitter is not an OnlyFans.
Yeah, that's not. They were planning to do like a OnlyFans kind of thing, like where you have like your private thing where
Yeah.
where like they can pay you to do whatever you do on that private thing. That's what I heard. That's what I heard on Twitter. That's what I know that they try to do. I don't know if they are doing it anymore. They're not gonna do it
Yeah,
anymore.
but I think that if you want to monetize from Twitter, you also will have to be paying your account.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy. Oh, that's probably why people are getting kind of like.
Yeah.
So if you're famous, you have to pay too.
Yes, and I mean, it makes sense, you know, like, it's not like, oh, I'm just going to be here playing whatever or doing whatever, and I'm going to get famous and rich and not paying anything, you know?
Right. Yeah.
Because before, people used to think that this other dude, I forgot his name, I just forgot and I didn't write it down. He owned Twitter, but Twitter was like a company owned for like a lot of people. That's why the shares were so high and this and blah blah blah. But now that it's just Elon Musk, I think that like he won't just buy it because, oh my gosh, I want to buy it and I want to be a good person. Like, of course he will have to monetize from it.
Yeah, he will have to somehow monetize and make money from it.
Yeah, so like,
Dang, that's crazy, dude.
yeah, it is crazy, but I mean, it is what it is.
You know, that's,
You wanna be rich? Buy Twitter.
bro, that's 40 billions though. That's 40 billion.
44
billion dollars.
billions. I mean, you guys be like, it's just 4 more billions, but I don't even have a million.
Bro, I don't even have a.
I don't even have 10,000.
All right, okay.
So
But
like, yeah.
but yeah, so yeah, guys, so give us a like, give us a follow, everybody that was watching us. We thank you guys for watching us. This was our podcast today about Elon Musk and Roe v. Wade. Like I told you guys, this week in these couple of weeks have been really, really crazy in the news. You know, there's always news. It's always coming up, and we try to bring you.
We're waiting for that Johnny Depp things to end to talk about it.
Yeah,
because
it's
you
going on
guys
for a while.
will be asking why haven't you talked about it? Well, it's not done yet.
It's not done yet, so we can talk about that.
Team Johnny, sorry.
To Johnny, I think everybody is, by the way. But anyway,
I'm
but
Team
yeah.
Jack Sparrow.
But the topic of the Elon Musk, I actually want to say something about that, like in a Christian sense. You know,
All the Christian
So
thing
we-
I had
we
to
should-
say was like preach the
we have to
gospel.
preach the gospel, and not just there. You know, one way you can preach the gospel is sharing this. By the way,
Sharing this video.
sharing this video and
On
giving it a
Facebook.
like. You know, bringing it up on the algorithms, and you know, things like this. Just keep praying for the whatever's going around in the world, praying for the people that may have control, because this guy, he has power, because he has
He
money.
has
If you have
power.
money, you have power.
Pretty much.
And so praying
I
for
got a Bible though. I got power too.
because you gotta be praying, you gotta be fasting for these people. Praying for the leaderships, like for example in Roe versus Wade, we gotta be praying for the people in the Supreme Court, making the right decision, because God put them there, and we gotta pray
Yes,
for all
of
these
course we
things
got to
and
pray for
enemies.
them.
But yeah, this is all I have to do. I don't know.
We
what you have
gotta
to
pray
say.
for our president, even though we don't like it. We like him. We still gotta pray for him.
Yeah, we still gotta pray for him.
We gotta pray for gas, guys. He's so expensive.
For that's going so up. But I don't know if you have any last words.
Any last words for the video? Because I still have a long life in the name of Jesus. So my last words, guys. Keep preaching the gospel. Don't get tired of it. Stand on your beliefs. Even though people will come to you, they will start swearing at you, like giving you hate. Stand with your beliefs. If you believe that abortion it's wrong, like us, stand there, cause you know that, like the how's it called, el versículo que leíste, the verse that you read, it's so true. Like, and also says, si tu padre y tu madre te dejaran contigo, yo estaré. If everyone is leaving you because you believe in what is right and what is true, stay there, hang tight, because Jesus is gonna come to rescue you.
Yeah, exactly. So, just stand on your beliefs, stay firm, endure forever, because God is with you. God will be with you, even though you go through tribulations, even though people persecute you for it, even though people say things against you. God is for you. So that's what you got to do as a Christian. As a Christians, we gotta. Our opinions is not our opinions. To be honest, our opinions are God's opinions. Like, what we say is basically what is echoed by what the Bible says. It's not really what we're saying. It's like not our ideas. It's